Hello, this is Arslan and you're watching Growth Mindset. Today we are going to see 7 different techniques on how we can add serial numbers to our dataset. We're going to begin with the very simplest of techniques and later on move on to advanced techniques where we add or delete the rows and the serial number changes dynamically. Then if we have the filtered data, we're going to see that how we can apply the automated and dynamic serial numbering, that if we filter our data set, the serial numbers remain intact. And lastly, we are going to convert our data set into a data table and automate the serial numbering. So let's just dive into the example. Today we will be seeing how we can fill serial numbers. Firstly, we will be using the flash fill option. We type 1 and we press enter. Now we extend the handle, and here in the flash fill option we have fill series option. We select this and here we can see that all the serial numbers are coming. Now what if we delete one of the rows? If we delete one of the rows, here we see that we have 7 as a serial number and we have 9. So correcting it, we again select and extend the handle from here, and in the flash fill option we'll again fill the series, so it is not changing dynamically. Another way of filling the serial number is applying the formula. We apply 1 to the previous serial number, we copy it by pressing Ctrl C, and we press enter or we press Ctrl V to get the desired serial numbers. But what if we delete one of the rows? Again, if we delete one of the row, the link is broken and it is not dynamically changing the serial numbers. So for that, we just have to copy it by pressing Ctrl C and we press enter, and it makes the serial correct. For automatically updating the rows, we can use the row function. We use row, we start the bracket, we close the bracket, and we subtract the previous row number, that is row number 2 over here. We press enter, we copy it by Ctrl C and we press enter, and it is giving the row numbers. Now if we delete one of the row number, it is dynamically changing. But what if we insert a row? This formula is counting the empty row as well. For dealing with this problem, we can move on to COUNTA function. Now we apply the COUNTA function. COUNTA is selected from here. We select this cell, we put column, we close the bracket, we press enter, then we go again in the cell, we fix one of the cells, and now we just copy it and paste it down. Now here we can see that row number 7 is 5 and row number 8 is 5. Both of the rows are having the same serial number. For solving this problem, we can use if function together with isBlank function to make sure that the empty row remains empty. We go in the cell by pressing F2, we apply if, and as the first logical test we give isBlank, that is going to be the column B cell. We close the bracket, put a comma, we put inverted commas, we put a comma, and then we go at the end of the formula. Value if false, it is going to be the COUNTA function. We close the bracket and press enter. Now we copy it and paste it down, and here we can see that row number 7 is 5 and row number 8 is appearing empty and row number 9 is having 6. So it is perfectly working fine for us. What if we have serial numbers starting from 1 to 100,000? How we can quickly give all those serial numbers? We will type 1 over here. We go in the home tab, and in the editing section we have fill option. We select the series. We want the series in column. The type is going to be linear, and we will type, for instance, 100,000. We press OK, and here we see that we have the row numbers up to 100,000. This is how you can quickly generate the serial number by going in the fill option in the home tab under the editing section. If we apply the filter to our data, we go in the home tab, we go in sort and filter, and we apply the filter. Now for instance, if we say that length is greater than 20, we press OK, and here we see that the serial number is not changing dynamically. the serial number is out of order. So what if we want the serial number to be appearing dynamically changing as we filter? You're going to clear the filter, and here we are going to apply the subtotal formula. Select the subtotal from here, and we apply 3 as COUNTA function. We select this cell, we put a colon, then we select again this cell, we close the bracket, we press enter. Now we go in the cell and fix one of the cells. We copy it by pressing Ctrl C and we press enter, and we have the subtotal of COUNTA function. Now again we go in the length filter, in number filters greater than 20, and here we have the serial numbers changing accordingly. For instance, if we change our criteria to 30, we press OK, and here again we can see that the serial number is changing dynamically as we filter. The seventh and the last way of putting the serial numbers is through converting a dataset into a table. Either we go in the Insert tab and we click over here, or the shortcut for it is by pressing Ctrl T. We select our dataset. My table has headers, and we press OK. Now here we apply the row formula. We start the bracket, close the bracket, then we subtract. Again we write the row formula, we start the bracket, and we want to reduce the headers from it. We close the bracket, we press enter, and here we see that we have all the serial numbers. So these are the 7 ways through which you can add the serial numbers. Well, that's all for today. If you've liked the content, then make sure that you like, subscribe, and give your comments in the comment section down below. And that's all for today. Take care. Bye-bye.